shrubs or flowers? There's a torch there already. Or flowers. Flowers are good too. Um, I think flowers, just for a little bit of color. We need that grass to grow, I think. Yeah, a few flowers. Let's have a few yellow flowers. Let me put that stuff away for now. And I don't think we need a label. Although we can have... We don't need to label it a town square, do we? It's kind of obvious what it is. Not bad, not bad. We don't have yellow flowers, or we do have yellow flowers in this area. How many yellow flowers do I have? We don't have a decent way to get bone meal yet. So maybe I don't want to use up my flowers at this point, although it's only 8 flowers. There are more red flowers than there are yellow flowers. Oh wait a minute, don't these stone golems drop red flowers when you kill them? Sometimes? So maybe red flowers. I have 3 poppies. And that's it. I don't have any flowers. Okay, I have a spewed dandelions. I don't. All right, I'm gonna save the flowers. Shrubs it is. I'm just gonna save the flowers until I actually have enough flowers to be using them decoratively. At the moment, that is not the case. What kind of shrubs? We have other types of trees. We have oak. So that's pretty dark. We don't want it to be too dark. Oak in this landscape is also pretty dark. We have the birch and the acacia trees. The acacia trees are a pretty deep green. I think I want it to be lighter. I want it to be a lighter color, I think. I got too many. Birch leaves. Just a few shrubs. Leaves don't actually block light, do they? Do they actually block light? Not that it matters, it's still light enough to... Oh, wait a minute, I don't have enough. And also, can grass grow underneath birch? Leaves, like that. Oh, wait a minute, wait, that's not safe. Alright, so we're gonna have some shrubs. We are hoping the grass will grow through that. I'm gonna try not to punch the shrubs. The shrubs look a little strange. They look a little bit strange. But we're gonna leave it. We are going to leave it at that unless we make the corners water as well, which is another option. There is the option to make the corners also water and then have torches the same as that up here, there. That is another option. Actually, no, it's not an option because then the light's too far away to keep the other things lit. I can put the torch there. That is like the torch there is an option. And then we can have leaves around the corner. So a slightly more substantial shrub. Leaves do block light, don't they? Hold on. Leaves. Leaves obtaining natural generation. Transparency partial diffuses skylight. It diffuses skylight, but does it diffuse torchlight? I thought it doesn't diffuse torchlight. Block status. Hold on. Usage. Decay or destroyed. They diffuse. Are always transparent to light. Leaves are always transparent to light. They diffuse skylight, causing shadows. The shadows they cast under trees. Okay. They are transparent to light. But somehow they look a little darker. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me, but it looks a little darker, but they're not actually blocking light. If you can believe it. Alright, so there's that and that and that. Okay, so now what's next? There's the train station. I mean, there's not really much of a station at the moment. I was wondering if I should like have like a ticketing office down here and then the station up there. In which case we don't need as much acceleration here. And I was thinking maybe we have a hostel here as well. So to turn the temporary housing into an actual building, into a hostel, like an inn. But there's not much space here. Like the hostel would have to be back here, and it might have to be 2 stories. Something here, possibly like a mayor's office. Actually, there's gonna be a road, 4-block road, and then maybe a mayor's office. Anyway, the town hall is the thing that we've really given the most thought to. But the town hall also needs this to be dug out. Probably pushed back by 2 blocks. So this little hill has to go. I'm gonna dig back by 2 blocks. Alright, I'm carving this out. And yep, carving this out. So 2 blocks, and then 2 blocks. 2 blocks clearance. Between the building and the cliff. Let me just leave the torch there. For now. So the town hall, it makes sense for the town hall to be on the same level as the town square, because it's going to face into the town square, right? So it's going to be on this level. Like that. there, and then we pickaxe this stuff. And we, haven't decided what to do up there yet. So usually, well, sometimes you avoid putting your building right next to a cliff because there's water in the ground, or like when it rains, the water will soak into the ground. And so if your building is like flush against the ground, then the water will like seep into the building. If it's a wooden building, then it'll just seep through the wood. If it's a concrete building, the water can seep through concrete. Like concrete is not actually watertight. I mean, like it'll block. Like if you build a swimming pool out of concrete, it'll mostly hold the water in, but then the water will also slowly seep through the concrete because there's tiny little gaps in the concrete. So that's something you have to be careful of. So when people like build against a cliff, either they like clear the cliff. So here the town hall's gonna be 2 blocks away, and then you just put a drainage ditch through here so the water just kind of drains away. Or you have to put like a watertight barrier, usually like maybe a sheet of plastic, or you mix plastic beads, little plastic things, into a plasticizer into your concrete so that the concrete becomes watertight. So the plasticizer will fill in the little gaps in the concrete. It's kind of complicated, but you can plasticize your concrete. Town hall. We should build it out of local materials, at least for the most part. We might use fancier, exotic materials on the front facade. So the front facade might be a little bit fancier, and then everything else will be local materials. So the road is, I'm thinking, 4 blocks wide. So there's going to be a gap, and then the front facade. That makes sense. Although at the ends there might be it might stick out a little bit. Or should we just be proud of our local materials and just use local materials all the way through? Can also do that. Wood, stone, brick. Stone, brick. How about stone facade at the front and then the back will be wood? Because I mean if you see a building like that, it would imply that they want the front of the building to be impressive, right? So they make it out of fancy stone. But they're not that rich, so the rest of it is made of wood, which is cheaper to build with. So in the smaller towns or maybe in colonies, you would see stuff like that. Like they want the front of it to be impressive at the very least, but then the back of it is like less so. So the back of it, we're gonna say stone log construction. I mean, not stone log, wooden log construction at the back. And we want to figure out how tall to make it to. Maybe I should dirt the back of it. 1 story, 2 story, double height space. It can't be a double height space in the front and then double like 2-story offices at the back. A double height space would mean 3 and then the ceiling. Let me grab some dirt for scaffolding. So 1, 2, 3, and then the floor, and then 1, 2, 3, and then the roof above that. Does that seem really tall? Well, no. Then, so if we imagine that, then the building would be square-ish in shape, and then there's gonna be a roof. Is the roof gonna overhang on the sides? It can. The roof can overhang. Maybe overhang on one side. Maybe it's gonna be like a single slope. The town hall, maybe the roof can like slope this way. Just on one side. And then maybe even a balcony there. Oh, a balcony would be nice. Balcony. Okay, I'm starting to visualize. So the interior will be like a double height space, but then there'll be a mezzanine halfway through. 2 offices at the back. The main hall will have a mezzanine, and then a balcony outside. Of course, the balcony allows us to put more doors in, and more doors means more villagers, right? Right. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So we're thinking of something like this. Log construction, 1, 2, 3, and then the floor, and then 1, 2, 3, and then the roof. Does it seem like we need more columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we put more columns, it looks interesting with more columns. Not sure if I do want the single diagonal. Seems kind of strange. Maybe like up and then down. Slightly wider on one side than the other. That's also possible. Can we continue that pattern on this side? 2 blocks in a column, 2 blocks column, 2 blocks column, 2 blocks column, 2 blocks. We can continue that pattern on this side. Huh. Okay, sure. Sure, let's do that. Why do I... Oh, it's 4 blocks up, I see one. I'm like, why do I get 4 damage? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Ow. Except we have said that the front of the building will be stone-ish. So the front module is gonna be stone. And I think I want the polished andesite at the corners? What does this look like again? So like big blocks of stone at the corner. Maybe just get the scaffolding up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, this is gonna make it easier to build this. Polish andesite at the corner. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But then we move in a little bit.